Hi everyone, it's Jesenia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special plan with me for you guys, and this is sort of like a special appearance plan with me, and I am doing a collab with two of my all-time favorite planner people, and that is Kiki from Paper Princess and Viv from Viv Loves To Plan. The three of us are collabing today, and so we are going to be doing a fall tag, answering some questions while we do our plan with me for next week. And I will be linking their channels below, so be sure to check out both of their videos once you're done with this one, and I am so excited to watch theirs too. I'm going to be using this kit from Scribble Prints Co. It was a mystery kit. I cannot recall what month it was, but it was a few months ago, and it's so beautiful. And it's got all these pastel colors. It's just so soft and really gorgeous. I think this art was custom for her shop. And so, I don't know, I just really love it. These check boxes are some of my favorites. I think they're so pretty. So I'm going to be doing this here. And I'm going to go ahead and pull these inserts out so we can go ahead and get started. Okay, so these are my inserts for anyone who is wondering from my printable shop. So these are for the A5 planner, but they kind of fit a whole week in them with the little fold out. So I'm going to be using those today because that is what I've been using. And let's start out with the check boxes. I did want to mention before I go straight into the questions that, like I said, today's video is kind of a special appearance. So I am still on a little break from my channel. I will be planning to come back by the end of the year, so keep an eye out. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you guys have seen all of my spreads every week. I still post there every single week, all of my spreads, and I do little live Instagram hauls on the stories. So if you guys are looking for updates or just want to see what I'm up to, you can go to Instagram and everything is like pretty up to date there. I love doing Instagram stories. And then I'll be back on my channel in another like a month or two. By the end of the year, I'll be there. So anyways, I'm gonna get into these questions. Kiki actually posted all on her Facebook group if anyone had any questions that they could give for like fall questions. So we've compiled a whole list, and I'm going to go ahead and run through them and get started. And hopefully I'm not all over the place. I feel like I haven't done a plan with me in so long that it's very strange. So let's see. The first question is, what is your favorite fall treat? And this is a little bit hard. I don't really know. I am probably gonna say like a caramel or candy apple. I remember getting candy apples in school, like during our Halloween carnival, and I love them. There is a baker or like a candy maker, I guess, I don't really know what to call her, that sells her candy apples in the hair salon that I get my hair done at. And they're so good. She dips them in caramel and then chocolate, and they're so delicious. These are stuck together. There we go. I'm kind of obsessed with those, and they kind of start coming. She brings them out around holidays, and I feel like they really remind me of this time of the year. So absolutely love that. Let's see. Favorite fall meal. It's kind of a hard one because I don't really associate any meals specifically with fall except for Thanksgiving, which I actually don't like Thanksgiving dinner. I love making Thanksgiving dinner. I love Thanksgiving, but I don't love the actual food in Thanksgiving dinner. But what I do love are all of the like sweets. I think they're so good. I love just all of the desserts and like cornbread and pumpkin pie, all that kind of stuff. Let's see, I think I might fade out, so I'm gonna go back to peach before I do the pink. I'll do the pink at the end. So, what's the most embarrassing place you've had a fall? Somebody said this and I thought it was really funny. She said it was a little play on the words, but I feel like I didn't get this down right. And oh gosh, I have so many stories about falling. It's kind of sad. I am very graceful, but at the same time very clumsy. And I know that doesn't make sense, but if you are like me, that probably makes sense. I feel like these headers, some of these colors are so pale. I don't know if you guys are gonna see them on the camera very well, but it is what it is. So my worst fall was probably, it was so embarrassing. It was horrible. I was in New York City. I was traveling there to visit my cousin, and we were walking around the city. I remember it was around like Christmas holiday-ish time. And I was there, and it was so bad. We went to get Starbucks because I was cold, and I just remember wanting something warm and really quick. So we stopped at a Starbucks just to grab something. Kind of feeling like I want to use the extra full box and maybe just use one of these. So anyways, we go into Starbucks, and I don't know if, I haven't seen Starbucks really like that in California. I don't know if it's like a cold weather kind of thing, but there was sort of like a door to get in, and then you would go down a hallway, and then there was another door to get into like the whole Starbucks. So we go out the first door, we're leaving, and I don't know what I'm doing with this box. I think I'm gonna use this box for the sidebar. So we're leaving, and I don't know how it happened. I was wearing boots, and somehow I just slipped. And it was one of those things that I tried to catch my fall, and I couldn't quite catch my fall. So you know when you kind of like, you keep running to try to catch the fall, but you're like falling at the same time. So you're falling and running. And I remember it went on for so long that I went through the entire hallway doing this weird, awkward run and fall with my Starbucks in hand. And I got to the other end of the door and ran into, kind of like planted myself into this woman that was walking into the Starbucks. And it was so awkward. It was very embarrassing. She was very kind, but I was mortified. And my cousin was behind me laughing so hard. She thought it was the funniest thing ever. And she told me I looked ridiculous. And she laughed at me for a good amount of time. Until this day, we still laugh about it. It still comes up, and we still laugh about it because it was so funny. It was the most ridiculous thing. It was the longest fall I feel like I've ever had in my life. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that, when you have a fall that just never wants to end. I love seeing people fall. I know that sounds really strange, but I mean, obviously not when somebody's seriously hurt, but I just think it's so funny when people fall. They just look hilarious. So I'm that person that laughs at people when they fall. Of course, I'll help you if you're actually hurt, but I do tend to think it's really funny. So yeah, that was probably the most embarrassing I've ever had, although it could be argued that a fall I had as a child was the most embarrassing, but no one actually saw it, so yeah. But I did run into the wall when I was a kid. I used to be really afraid of the dark, and I was upstairs in my home, and I went to leave. I went to the bathroom, I think is what it was, and I went to leave. I turned off the light to the bathroom, but the hallway light wasn't on, and I was really afraid of the dark. My mom and my brother were downstairs in the kitchen making dinner, and I decided that I was gonna do a quick turn off the bathroom light and make a run for it so that I could be out of the dark as quickly as possible. And of course, I turned off the light and I ran straight into the doorway, the frame of the door, basically. I just ran right into it, and I banged my head so hard I actually fell right back onto the floor. Thankfully it was carpet, so I didn't get like a concussion or anything serious, but it was awful. And of course, just because I fell didn't mean I wasn't still afraid of the dark, so I proceeded to get up as quickly as possible and run down the stairs. Meanwhile, my mom and my brother had heard a huge bang and came running up the stairs, and my mom is exactly like me, so she laughed at me. She thought it was so funny. And my brother was really concerned. He looked at me and asked if I was okay. I had a huge bump on my forehead. My forehead was double the size it usually is. I'm pretty sure I can't quite remember, but I'm pretty sure I was given bangs before I went to school the next day because it was that bad, but I ended up being okay. But that was pretty embarrassing. Like I said, no one actually saw it happen, but even telling people after the fact is just kind of awful. And my mom and my brother still think it's so funny. So anyways, I answered that question for forever. The next question is pumpkin pie or apple pie? I'm gonna say pumpkin pie all the way. I adore pumpkin pie so much. It is my favorite pie in all of life. And my family likes pumpkin pie, but not the way I do. So I pretty much eat the whole pie on my own. Not in a single day, but throughout the week, I definitely kind of do that all by myself. And so I do like pumpkin pie. Apple pie. I do think that apple pie is really delicious, but I will say that I like apple pie homemade. I know that sounds really picky, but I do make it myself sometimes. And I do like it with ice cream. I like apple pie fresh and with ice cream. I think that's how it is the best. Next question, what is the fall weather like where you live? And I would say non-existent. I live in California. We don't really get seasons. We are the land where the seasons never change. So I don't really experience fall too much. Honestly, when I was younger, it used to get colder. And as I've gotten older, it's just completely non-existent. It doesn't even get cold. It's still very hot here. It's sunny. It rained for about 2 seconds the other day, but it's not really something that you experience. It's still pretty warm. The weather is still really nice to go outside, which is awesome, but definitely don't really see the season. So yeah, I would say that doesn't really exist. I experienced fall in other places, but definitely I don't think California really gets fall at all. It's just kind of an extension of summer all year long. It gets a little bit chilly at night sometimes, and especially if you're by the beach, it gets chilly, but it's definitely not fall like where you see the leaves changing and the weather getting really cool down and stuff. It's not really like that. Okay, I think all of my base is done. I'm debating on doing date covers. I pulled out a couple here from Paper Blush Bar that I thought would go really nicely. I don't know if I want to bring in some of the green, or there's this kind of purpley pink color, which isn't the same, but I do think it will look pretty. I'm leaning towards these, so let's do that. Or should I do the mint? Because I feel like I haven't had a whole lot of chance to use the mint, so let's do that. Okay, so like I said, these are from Paper Blush Bar. I think her date covers are really pretty. This kit does come with date covers, but they are in a long strip, which doesn't fit these printables, and because the spaces between the days are a little bit different than the Erin Condren. And also I just really like foil, and I think it'll look so pretty with this kit. All right, favorite Halloween movie. Ooh, that's a little bit hard. And that's because I don't have one favorite, I have multiple. I love The Nightmare Before Christmas, which I think is a classic for a lot of people. That is very crooked. I think that one's actually crooked too. I'm gonna pull out my undo. This is undo, that you can get it on Amazon, and it just kind of helps lift up your stickers without damaging anything. So I would say, yeah, A Nightmare Before Christmas and Hocus Pocus. I almost wanted to say Pocahontas while I said Hocus Pocus, and that was going to come out as a really strange word. Has that ever happened to you guys where you combine words and it just comes out strange? But yeah, Hocus Pocus and Nightmare Before Christmas are my top two of all time. And I will say that I do also really like Beetlejuice, although I don't know. I love them all. All right. Do you dress up for Halloween? That is a yes and a no. I do some years, but sometimes I skip years. Now, when I was younger, I dressed up every single year. I adore Halloween so much. It is one of my favorite holidays. I love everything about it. I love giving out candy. I love dressing up. I love I don't know. I adore Halloween. It's definitely one of my favorites, Halloween and Christmas. But as far as dressing up, as I've gotten older, I've kind of skipped a few years, but the last couple of years I did dress up, and I've had so much fun doing it. I love dressing up, and I just think it's awesome. So yeah, my favorite costume, that's part of the question as well. Ooh, that's hard. Why are all these going down crooked? I think I'm not used to filming plan with me's, and it's kind of hard to see what you're doing, so I feel like it's going down crooked. All right. I would say my favorite costume might actually be my costume that I did last year, which I was Mary Poppins last year. I loved that costume. I carried around a little umbrella, and I had my hat with I added flowers to the hat, and I had cute shoes and like a button-up top. I adored that costume. I thought it was so cute. But I think if I went back to my childhood, my favorite costume was probably when I was Tinkerbell. I was obsessed with Tinkerbell. Just fitting considering the kit that I'm using. Not that this is Tinkerbell, but it does remind me of fairies, and Tinkerbell's a fairy, so there's that. But I loved that costume. I remember wanting to wear it every day. It was one of those things, you know, when your kid doesn't want to wear normal clothes and they want to wear their costume every day, all day. That was me with Tinkerbell. So I adored her. And yeah. So let's see what the next question is. Dream Fall Foxy Fix. I would say my Dream Fall Foxy Fix is probably the Foxy that I'm currently using. What week are, oh, this is the second. Is it the second? Yes, it's the second. I don't want to mess this up. There are these tiny little itty bitty numbers on here. Okay. So my current Foxy Fix is a Boss Babe Moonlit, and it is a B6 size. I love the B6, and that Foxy is one of my all-time favorites, and I think it's beautiful for all year round, but I specifically am loving it for fall. I have a whole fall setup in there. I do want to share that with you guys. I don't know when. I still have stuff that I want to add to it and make for it, so it's still kind of a work in progress. I'm using it, but it's still a work in progress. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the week. I'm not gonna talk too much about my plans because I'm gonna be answering questions, but I'll try to call out the stickers that I'm using and do the best I can. So on Monday, I do have a flight. So I'm gonna use these from Caress Press. This is her fall colorway, and then I have this one, which was her summer colorway, which I thought might be a little bit better since there's so many pale pastel colors in here, although I do think I can probably get away with this one. Or I can do a pink one. That pink is a little bit bright though, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with this sort of light tannish, grayish color. All right, so moving on with the questions. Favorite fall go-to nail polish. Oh, I change up my nail polish all the time. I would say for fall, it's really just a good burgundy. I know Essie has a good one. I don't recall what it's called, what the name of it is, but I really love that color, and just burgundies in general, kind of burgundies and purpley colors. I love those for fall. Like a pinky nude like this is always my go-to all year round, I feel like, though, too. All right, what one article of clothing do you associate with fall and most look forward to rocking? I would say probably like sweaters and boots, which I feel like is very fall. I feel like everyone would say that. Okay, I do want to put a little reminder for myself on this day. I think I'm going to put it at the bottom, though. I like to, instead of putting washi at the bottom, a lot of the times I'll put little reminders and things, although I'm not sure if I do want to use washi today because I pulled out this and I just think it might look so pretty with this kit. Ooh, I think I might do that. I think I might do that now. I was so easily swayed. The bows get me every time. This is washi from Simply Gilded, if you are not aware, although I feel like most people are obsessed with this, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my Erin Condren ruler just to rip that up, and I'm gonna put it on this side as well. Okay, so what does Thanksgiving look like in your house? And that I would say, I don't know if that means like decoratively. I don't really decorate for Thanksgiving. I mean, I decorate the table a little bit on the day of for dinner, but it's not super festive for Thanksgiving. I've never really decorated for it, so I don't know. But if it means like, what do I do? Like, what does it look like in that sense, I would say. I mean, we're pretty mellow. I hang out with just my family, my immediate family, and it's a pretty small dinner. My mom and I usually make dinner all day, and I help her with some of the main courses, and then I usually will make a couple of sides on my own and make some of the some of the desserts, because I love to bake, so that's kind of my job. All right, I do, like I said, want to put a little reminder in here. So I think I'm going to use a strip of washi to do that. I'm trying to think of maybe this one. That's it. That makes for a really pretty label. What else do I have going on Tuesday though? Because I think I have a couple of things, so I might not be able to. I have 3 things I want to put in here, so I should be strategic. Okay, I'm realizing I have quite a few things going on Tuesday, so I am going to do something I might actually use this for, I don't want to use something too big, so let's go a little bit smaller and let's use a little blank washi strip here. And I'm going to put this for a meeting. Okay, so like the next question is, what is your favorite fall tradition? I don't know that I have a favorite fall tradition. These, by the way, are from Paper Blush Bar on Etsy. I guess I could say going to like a pumpkin patch. I quite like that. And I used to do that when I was younger. I've never been apple picking and I really want to go. I was supposed to go this weekend, but I don't think that's going to happen. And so I have yet to do that. Put that just at the bottom there. Layer it over the strip of washi. But I really wish I could go and do that. I would love to. All right, I'm going to use one of these, which are from Planning in Mint. Her shop isn't really around anymore, but I still have these and I really love them, so I'm just going to stick that there. All right, and then next we have favorite fall drink, and that I would say is, I don't really have a favorite fall drink specifically because I don't like pumpkin spice anything, which I know is crazy to a lot of people, but I really just dislike it. I am more of a chai tea latte person, and I can drink those all year round, all day, every day. So it's not really specific to fall, but that's my warm drink and I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this little reminder in here and I'm just gonna write it into the white space. These little tiny icons that are foiled are from Paper Blush Bar. Okay, so favorite Bath & Body Works candle scent is the next question, and I'm not really sure that I have a favorite Bath & Body Works candle scent because I don't shop from there too much for candles. I tend to buy, I'm going to use this little label here from the freebie sheet that comes with all of her kits. I like these labels a lot with the pattern in the back. I think they're so pretty. So I don't really purchase a lot of candles from Bath & Body Works. A lot of the candles I buy are kind of on the expensive side. I'm going to stick one of these little heart paper clips on here from Paper Blush Bar, just as a little accent there. I want to put in another little reminder for myself, and I'm going to use these from Planning World. I think these are really, really beautiful. Although I wonder if I should use, no, I'm going to use these. And let's see, I think I'm going to put it on just another blank strip of washi. Grab that same size and toss this in here. These blank strips are really nice for making labels. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do something pretty generic in here. So I'm just going to take the asterisk and stick it down right there. So I'm going to kind of skip over that question, although I guess I could tell you what candles I do like, which I do love diptyque candles. I love Votivo candles. What is the scent? Red Currant. I love Votivo Red Currant. I think that one is so good. And I do like Jo Malone candles. I think they are really nice. What is it? The Peony and Blush something. I love that one. So anyways, favorite fall alcoholic beverage. I'm going to say that falls into the same thing as just regular like hot drinks, and I don't really love them because I don't really like cider and cinnamon. It's not really my favorite, but I will tell you that I do like gin and tonics and I like Moscow Mules. I'm more of like a limey kind of person. I have nothing for Thursday, legit nothing. Okay, so we're moving on to Friday. And I need to do laundry and I need to get some brushes washed. I should probably do my nails too. Maybe I should do my nails on Thursday just to give myself something to do when I get home. I do have these from Scribble Prints Co, which were a $2 Tuesday or something a little while ago, and they're so cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these. And let's see, do you go Black Friday shopping? I don't actually go Black Friday shopping. I think I'm gonna stick this in the white space and just write it in. I don't like crowds, so I don't love Black Friday shopping. I do some Cyber Monday and just online shopping, but I don't like Black Friday shopping. It stresses me out beyond belief, and it is just not my cup of tea. I'm gonna go ahead and use one of these from Crafts by Towie. Her shop is semi-open. I'm so excited. I'm gonna put this on Thursday too. I hope she comes back, like comes back, because I'm obsessed. And so, let's see. Yeah, I used to work on Black Friday. I worked in retail when I was in college, and I used to work on Black Friday. And once I got older and didn't have to be at the mall, yeah, I was so not about that life. It's so hectic to be at the mall on Black Friday that I can't do it. I just don't like it. I'm gonna go ahead and use one of these washi strips here, and I'm gonna put it with my little laundry sticker, which is from Paper Blush Bar. It's super cute. All right, favorite fall lip. That's kind of the same thing as nail polishes. I love just burgundies. I personally use lip balm all the time. That's kind of my go-to every day, all day, but if I really do want to go all out, I do love a berry kind of lip. I think it's so pretty. And let's see, favorite fall / dream shoes. That I will say, I'm gonna use these from Simply Watercolor Co. They're super cute, and I need a little camera because I need to remind myself to take pictures for Instagram. Ooh, I swear I saw it. Oh, here we go. Like, I know I saw a camera on here. I hate it when that happens, when you go to plan and you can't find the sticker that you know you saw or you know is on there somewhere. So for fall shoes, I would say probably the Stuart Weitzman boots, like the 50/50s or just any of them. I would take all of them if I could. I think they are beautiful, and those are my favorites. But I do love, as a general kind of thing, I love like little booties. I think they're really pretty. I haven't used any half boxes, I just realized. I need to save some of those or use some of those on the weekend. I don't know what to layer this on though. I could just put it on its own, which might be pretty. I'll put that down here. It's cute, it's a little heart. I think those are sweet. All right, fall planner supply. Favorite fall planner supply. That's hard because I don't know that I have anything that's really specific to fall, but I will say, oh, I did want to make sure that I forgot something on Monday. I will say though that I really love switching out my planner. I have never, so when I was using my EC, I used to switch out my covers all the time with the seasons, and I loved doing that. And now that I've switched over to a ring bound, I don't really, I mean, you can switch up the inside, but I don't know, with my ring bound, for some reason, I haven't done it too much. And so I'm gonna go ahead and use this on Monday because I need to make sure to write a check for the person that comes to clean my house. And then I do need to do laundry on Friday. Oh, I already did laundry. What am I talking about? I would say that switching out my actual planner is so much fun. It just gives you a whole new vibe, and just switching out, even if you switch out the insides and put different things in your pockets and different clips and stuff, I just love kind of switching up themes and things like that. So just that in general, I love doing that. But that kind of goes for all seasons though, but I'm just gonna keep it like that. Let's see, do you go apple picking or pumpkin picking? I did mention I've never gone apple picking, so that would be a no, unfortunately. I'm not gonna use a weekend banner, and I'm gonna go ahead and use a half box here on Saturday because I might have something I'm planning, but I'm not really sure, but if not, I'll just put something else in it. And I'm gonna use this box. This is a pretty box. So I wonder if I want to put a little bow or something on top of it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this one. Super sweet. I love putting them right in the middle of the box. I think it's super cute. Looks like a little present. I did used to go pumpkin picking though when I was a kid. I remember going once or twice or a couple of times. It wasn't a huge thing, but I do remember going. I used to do that. But I really want to go apple picking. Let me know if you guys have gone and if you really enjoyed it, because I really want to do it, and I don't know, I haven't had a chance to go. It doesn't really feel very much like a California sort of thing. I'm gonna put this little coffee cup from Fox and Pip right here on Monday. But I don't know, I've been wanting to go when I travel to Indiana, which I go to often, and I just haven't had a chance to go. We were supposed to go last year, we didn't end up going. We were supposed to go this week, and we're not gonna end up going, so maybe one day I will end up going. All right, next question. Do you paint or carve pumpkins? And that I would say I've done both, and oh gosh, I do not like carving pumpkins. These are from Rose Color Daze, and I'm going to use this setup planner because I want to finish setting up my TN on the weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop this in here. This is a collab she did with Malika, and it is so pretty. Malika hand wrote all of this stuff, and I just think they're gorgeous. So I'm just going to pop that right in there on Saturday. So yeah, I just think painting pumpkins is so much easier. I've done that a few times, and I think it's so much fun, and I love painting and having a paintbrush in my hand, and I'm just not about that whole carving the pumpkin and doing all that. I just don't think I think it's really hard. I don't know, let me know if any of you guys think that, but I just think it's really difficult. It's not easy, or as easy as you would think it is. So anyways, best fall memory is next question. I'm gonna go ahead and use this little bathtub sticker. This is from my newest addiction. It's the little sampler that if you guys use my coupon code, you get this sampler that has some of my handwriting on it. So I'm gonna use this on Sunday because I need to relax. I feel like I haven't slept in days. That's probably because I didn't sleep really last night. I only slept for 3 hours, and now I'm up again, which feels really intense. So I'm hoping that this next coming weekend, I am gonna get to just relax and be so serene and feeling wonderful. That is my goal. So I'm gonna put this down on Sunday. And let's see, oh, what was that? Best fall memory. I would say my best fall memory is probably actually last year. My boyfriend and I met around the fall, and so I just think that's so special. And I saw a true fall when I went to go like see him, and we kind of like had our first date and everything, and the leaves were all changing. Like I said, I don't really get that in California, so when I saw that, I just thought it was so beautiful, and I just loved it. And I don't know, it's just, I loved that. I think that was so much fun, and it was just such an experience, and I just really, I feel like at this point associate fall with all of that and like happy memories. So there is that. Very sappy for you. I want to use one of these, I think, on Friday, because I usually plan my normal week on Fridays. And I'm going to stick this actually in the to-do box. Just put it right there. What do you love most about fall? I will say I really love the changing of the leaves. I think it's so pretty. And I am going to work on my sidebar here. I love that, and I love, let's see, I love my birthday. I know that's very selfish of me, but whatever, I love my birthday. My birthday is in November, so I absolutely adore the fall. Reminds me of a lot of things. It reminds me of my birthday, and it reminds me of also, gonna use one of these. I'm gonna use the peachy one because I need a weekly box, and then I do want to use one of the other check boxes as well, which I know I saved right here. So yeah, it reminds me of the changing of the leaves. I really like when I'm able to experience them. I think it's so wonderful. I feel like I did this in a way that I don't want, so I'm going to remove this and put the patterned washi here. I love my birthday, and I think I just love fall because it makes me really excited for the holidays. I feel like fall really jumpstarts all of the holidays, and it's so, I know, it's just such a special time of year, I think, because you have so much family time, so many holidays, so much giving and being thankful. I know that's super mushy, but I really, really love this time of the year, and I think fall is sort of that jump start to this whole time period. And so it gets you really excited, and it's sort of just, yeah, it's I think it's beautiful, and I really like it. So that would probably be all of my favorite things. I just love all of that. I already started Christmas shopping, and I am super happy about that. I still have a lot of gifts to get, but I knew I was going to want to get quite a few gifts this year, and so I wanted to make sure that I started early and I wasn't overwhelmed, and I didn't feel like I was spending so much money all in a short period of time. All right, the last question is, when do you transition from fall to the holidays? And that I will say, I transition, I would say probably the last, sort of right after Thanksgiving, I would say, although this year I'm not really sure because I do have quite a few fall kits that I want to use. And so I don't know if I should do that or if I should incorporate some blue. I favor the pink so much, so I'm going to go ahead and put the blue down here. So I would say this year I might transition a little bit later than I would usually, but I would say right after Thanksgiving I'm full swing holiday mode. And then of course I put a pink bow on the blue box because, you know, it's still me. So there's that. And that was actually really good timing. I finished all the questions and I just need to fill this out. So I'm going to go ahead and fill everything out. I'm going to be using my, my Uniball Signo DX, and this is in the 0.38. It is super fine and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to go ahead and just fill everything out. All right, so that is everything filled out, and I do realize that I forgot to put headers on the weekend. So let's do, I don't ever really love the header for work. That's just across the board because I like longer words in the headers. I know I'm just strange. So I'm gonna go ahead and put important for this up here. And then I think I'm gonna do this week for this box here. So I'll just put that in and then we should be good to go. I'll go ahead and show you guys what I have left over in the kit in case you are interested. Okay. So I do have quite a bit left. I tend to save the deco. Sometimes I will try to use it functionally throughout the week, or I will just kind of sprinkle it in. I do end up saving a lot of sheets and using them throughout the week to fill out and add to the spread as extra things come up. So I've got pretty much this entire sheet. I didn't even touch it. I finished the check boxes. I've got quite a bit here and here, lots here. Still a good amount there, as well as this one, almost this whole sheet, and then I have an extra full box, which I'm probably just gonna go ahead and toss on this page so that I don't have extra sticker sheets that I am carrying around. I tend to get mini kits more so than ultimate kits, but because this was a mystery kit, it was a full, or like an ultimate kit, so I do have so much in here, but I usually try to get her mini kits and they work out really perfectly for me. The only time that I don't get mini kits is when I really like the check boxes, which sometimes, like this one, I just think they're so pretty, because otherwise I generally will use the check flags, like the checklists. Anyways, that is the whole spread finished. Let me put it inside my planner. that is the entire spread all completed and inside my planner. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I know that the colors are really pale, so hopefully you guys were able to see everything really nicely. I will do a few close-ups before I end the video so you guys can see, and like I said, I always post pictures on my Instagram if you want to see close-ups and just up-to-date things. Be sure to check out both Kiki and Viv's channels for their answers to all the questions and to see their plan with me's. I love both of those girls to pieces, and they both have such beautiful planning styles as well. So be sure to check them out. They will both be linked below in the description box. And for all of you that are subscribed to me and have been patiently waiting or impatiently waiting for all of my videos to come back to a regular schedule, thank you all so much. And like I said, I will be back very, very soon, so just keep an eye out and follow me on Instagram for updates, and you can get like up-to-date information there, and you can follow all of my stuff and see what I'm up to, and you can see some of my live hauls. I love doing live hauls, actually more than I like doing YouTube hauls, because I just love being able to talk to you guys. So I definitely love doing that, and I think even when I get back onto a regular schedule with my channel, I still might do some stuff on Instagram because I love being able to interact with everyone on real time. I think it's so much fun. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you all very soon. Bye.